discussion for today, let us have a prayer first. Good morning, class. How's your day so far? Did you eat your breakfast? Very good. So now I can assume that all of you have the energy to participate in today's discussion. So who can tell me what was the lesson yesterday? Yes, that's right. The lesson yesterday was all about the parts of a say. So now I can assume again that all of you can write the say in a systematic way. So what was written on the board was our objectives. So you can all read with me. At the end of the lesson, 80% of the students should be able to identify the meaning of context clues, discuss the context clues in a sentence, and get the significance of context clues in examining the text, all in the span of 1 hour and 30 minutes. To begin with, let's have an interactive game. This game is called Find Me a Clue. First is that I have to group you all into two groups. That automatically the row 1 will be the group 1 and row 2 will be the group 2. So there are 5 sentences that I will distribute by groups which the unfamiliar word is underlined. All you have to do is to find the clues that describe the unfamiliar word by encircling it. The group that will finish first with most answers will be the winner. Am I clear? Okay, that's good. So row 1 or group 1 got it first. So let's give them and you're the best clap. So 1, 2, you're the best. And of course, let's give everybody a round of applause for doing well in the first activity. So how do you feel about the activity? Do you have an idea about our lesson for today? So in today's discussion, it is all about context clues. For everybody's information, context clues are hints that an author gives to help define a difficult or unfamiliar word. For example, my emotions have been skyrocketing since the past few days that I feel like flying up into the thin air. The unfamiliar word here is skyrocketing and the clue is flying up. So through the clue, we can say that skyrocketing is a word used to describe something that rapidly increases. So, did we use any dictionaries? That's right. We didn't use any dictionaries in finding the meaning of the unfamiliar word. Instead, we just used a few words in a sentence to unlock or reveal the meaning of the unfamiliar word. So there are at least 4 types of context clues. To remember it easily, you may just use the mnemonic EDSA, which means A is for example, D is for definition, S is for synonym, and A is for antonym. Number 1, example. Example, it uses text that provides 1 or more examples to define the term. In this sentence, Mr. Drew is an affable principal. He knows everybody's name. If you have a problem, talk to him. So the unfamiliar word here is affable. According to the sentence, Mr. Drew is affable in a way that he knows everybody's name and easy to talk to. It only gives us an idea that affable means friendly and good-natured. So the second type of context clue is called the definition. It spells out the meaning of the unfamiliar word in a straightforward manner. And this type of context clues is explained within or after the sentence. Clues to definition includes commas, parentheses, dashes, and etc. For example, you can tell that Miss Hart is compassionate by the way she treats everyone with kindness. In the sentence, you can tell. So in this sentence, the unfamiliar word is compassionate, which is defined and explained after the word that Miss Hart treats everyone with kindness, which also shows the concern that she has for everybody and what compassionate really means. So, can you follow? Okay. So the third type is synonym. It offers word nearby with the same meaning. There may be complex words followed by a statement using simpler words in the same or following sentence, and this type of context clue is also called repeat context clues. Here is an example. Lou was sent to the haberdashery to find a new suit. He needed to wear one for his uncle's wedding. So, because the sentence says that Lou would find a suit for his uncle's wedding at the haberdashery, then it must be a place where clothes for men are sold. Did you understand the idea? That's good. So, the fourth type of context clue is antonym, which means it offers word nearby with opposite meaning. It is opposite if we are going to compare this type of context clue to synonym. So the fourth, this is also sometimes a word or phrase that is clarified by the presentation of the opposite meaning somewhere close to its use. So we have to look for signal words when applying context clues. Here is an example. Lou wanted to go to the haberdashery, but Anne wanted to shop at the boutique. Can you find the context clues given in a sentence? What do you think is the anonymous to the word haberdashery? Anyone? So, that's right. What a great observation you have there. The context clue in this sentence is boutique, and the unfamiliar word is haberdashery, which gives us an idea that boutique is a store which sells fashionable clothes, specially styled for women, so haberdashery is a shop for men. Do you understand the four types of context clues that I am discussing right now? If not, then you can ask me questions and I will answer it, and if there is none, then we can proceed to another activity. So this time around, I will divide the class into into 5 groups rather. So this activity is all about identifying the context clues in a sentence that is written on the papers that I will give to you, one each for the group. The group will answer all 5 questions and discuss the findings within the circle. Then when all is done, kindly choose a representative for the group and discuss the findings in front of the class. Do you understand what I'm saying here? Okay, that's good. Group 1 and group 2. Wow, there are a lot of fast learners here. So I am very much impressed by how the 5 groups did so well in this activity. So I am hoping that you all knows how to identify the context clues in sentences. Okay, so what I am going to ask every one of you, depending on who will answer, what is the significance of the context clue in examining the text? In what way it is helpful? Does it make you understand the thought of the sentence better or not? Yes, Dexter? That's right. Give them a round of applause. So, also, why do we need to learn context clues? So context clues are usually important because their comprehension and effective usage leads to academic success. They can increase our vocabulary, reading comprehension, and makes us better readers. So now let's have a quiz. So I can say that all of you have learned a lot in this discussion, right? And for our closing, I wanted you to have this assignment that will be passed tomorrow's morning. In a whole sheet of paper, give 3 examples for each type of context clues. So you have to remember the